The following program was produced or sponsored by a community member. The content, views, and opinions expressed are the sole responsibility of the producer and do not reflect those of Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or your cable provider. MATV welcomes your comments. Please call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
All right, what was the first thing you show? Still injured, bro?
And welcome to Game 2 of our Malden Neighborhood Basketball League triple header between the Pistons and the Sonics. And the Pistons control the opening tip, and we are underway in this one. The Sonics come into this week with a 9-1 record, the second best record in the league. Meanwhile, the Pistons are tied for the worst record in the league at 2-8. And a foul called on Jamil Dorsina. And inside to Javante Augustine of the Pistons as he misses the first shot. And the Sonics control. An interior pass. Last touched by the Sonics. These two teams coming off of big weeks. The Sonics had an 86-54 demolishing of the Sixers as Jason Dos Reyes misses. The Pistons, meanwhile, they fell in their only game last week to the Hawks, 47-37. A three is missed by Jose Davila. And down the other end come the Pistons. A flip shot by Emmanuel Besha. And down the lane, the Sonics again. That's Wendy Pierre with his first points of the game and the first points of the game for either side. The Sonics get a steal. A dribble drive from Davila. Ball on the ground. The ball, heated pass to Paul Huang, but he's unable to handle that, and a turnover goes the Pistons' way. Here is Emmanuel Besha, the leading scorer for the Pistons, averaging 15.7 points per game, and he's wide left on that shot. Besha averaging 15.7 points, the 8th leading scorer in the league. A three from the left corner is missed by Tenzin Sharing. And here comes Jason Dos Reyes, who had a big week last week for the Pistons with Besha out. Besha misses. Same team rebounding. And Besha misses. He gets a screen from Stefan Nguyen. Besha shadowing, looking for Javante Augustine. And a steal for the Sonics. Jamil Dorsina hoists up a three. No. And the Pistons clear. Dorsina averaging 23 points a game, the leading scorer in this league, as Besha with an acrobatic flip shot. And the first points of the game for the Pistons. And Besha stripped that away from Jose Davila. And they said Davila last touched the ball. And the Sonics will make a switch. In the game for the first time is Jonathan Caesar, replacing Wendy Pierre. And here's Besha, trying to put something up, and they said it went off his leg. So the Sonics get the stop. Sonics have had some recent success. Last win the title in 2017. And a frustrating turnover there. Sonics also won the title in 2014. Before that, hadn't won since 2002. They won the second title ever in 1987, and they also won the title in 1999. And a steal the other way. Dorsina finishes the fast break. And Jamil Dorsina gives the Sonics a 4-2 advantage. Here's Besha, double clutches, and he finished. Emmanuel Besha for 2. And here comes Dorsina. A lot of contact, but no whistle. And Jason Dos Reyes grabs the rebound. Besha to Nguyen. Cross-court pass to Dos Reyes. And he has the ball knocked away. The floater in the lane for Dos Reyes. He missed it. Got it back. And he was unable to finish. Down the other way to Vila. And he has his first points. Besha, Javante Augustine, back to Besha for 3. And a great give and go. Emmanuel Besha knocks down a 3. And the Pistons have their first lead of the game, 7-6. Jamal Jean-Jacques putting pressure on the perimeter. He's in the game for the first time. Interior pass saved by the Sonics. Up and over. Augustine went straight up, they said. Huang, the offensive rebound. The 3, Dos Reyes blocks a 3. The Pistons go the other way. Besha misses. Dos Reyes' putback is blocked. Huang tries to save it, and he went out of bounds. Quite a sequence of events. And into the game for the first time for the Pistons is Taha Mukara. Jean-Jacques, too strong on the bank. And 2 Pistons fighting for that ball. Augustine and Dos Reyes knocked the ball out of bounds. A flip shot by Davila is missed. And ball pressure applied by the Sonics as Mukara gets the ball knocked out of bounds. Jean-Jacques thought about a 3. Wrap around pass to Augustine, but he's unable to finish. Dorsina, a deep 3. No. Dorsina with 23 3-pointers. Among the league leaders in 3s made. And a spin move by Mukara has it blocked. Dorsina the other way. He lost it. And he was unable to finish. He thought there was a foul. Down the other end, here comes Jason Dos Reyes. His shot rolls off the rim. Augustine, his shot bounces out of the rim. And back come the Sonics. A low-scoring quarter so far. About 2 minutes remain. A deep 3 is good from Jose Davila. He averages 19.3 points per game. They have Dorsina averaging 23 points a game. They have Darius Phillip averaging 22.7 points a game, although he is unavailable this week. And Jose Davila averaging 19.3. A three is up and in. Emmanuel Besha. Back the other way, Davila. No. Offensive rebound for the Sonics. Another three is missed as Davila hit the ground hard as Mukara goes the other way now. Looking for Dos Reyes, and that pass was too tall to catch. Wendy Pierre back in the game for the Sonics, replacing Dorsina. And here's Pierre up top. In the lane now. Up and under against Augustine. That ball leaks out. And Mukara ends the possession. Under a minute to go now in the opening quarter. Besha nearly had it poked away by Jonathan Caesar. And a foul. They're going to call that foul on Caesar. With 48.7 seconds remaining in the first. Caesar picks up his first personal. Pistons will keep possession. Not enough free throws. Not enough fouls to warrant free throws yet. And now a foul, and now free throws. That's Tenzin Sharing, who picks up the personal foul, and he fouled Javante Augustine, who's averaging 8.3 points per game this season. Augustine, however, just a 25% free throw shooter on the season, just 5 for 20. And he banks in his first free throw. And the bounce doesn't go for the second, and a foul is going to go against the Pistons' Todd Mukara. 11-9, the Pistons lead the Sonics. Under 40 seconds left, and Dos Reyes took it away from Pierre. Pierre lost it. Dos Reyes gets fouled in transition. As Wendy Pierre lost the ball, went right to Jason Dos Reyes, and he ran the other way and got fouled. So Dos Reyes will go to the free throw line. He's averaging 4.8 points per game on the season. He's a 32.1% free throw shooter. Coming into this week, nothing but nylon on the first, as Jamil Dorsina re-enters the game for the Sonics. And Pierre will take a seat. Dos Reyes cans the second free throw. And Jose Davila brings the ball up for the Sonics. They will look to have the final possession of this first quarter. A screen up top on John Jacks. Single-digit clock. Davila, a deep three. Nothing but nylon. Final seconds. Dos Reyes flings one up, and he missed it. 13-12. Pistons lead the Sonics after one. second quarter underway. And the Pistons hold serve. They lead 13-12. Jamil Dorsina fights up a shot that's no good. And Tom Mukara trying to get that ball across the timeline for the Pistons. Besha takes a tough angle at that shot. Augustine nearly kept that possession alive for the Pistons. Davila, that pass too hot to handle. Last touch by the Pistons. And Dos Reyes comes in trying to take it. Sharing saves it though for the Sonics. Davila goes the other way now. Dorsina, no, rebounded, Sharing. Hey, back out to Caesar, Davila. Ball ends up in the hands of Paul Huang, and a foul. Da Mukara called for the personal foul. Paul Huang going to the free throw line for the first time. He is a 57.1% shooter from the line this season. And he back iron misses the first. Second is good. And this game is now tied at 13. Inside to Augustine. Back out to Dos Reyes for three. No. Augustine will try again. Can't get it again. He'll bat it around. And Davila finally ends up with it for the Sonics. Dorsina. That is good. Jamil Dorsina catch and shoot three from the left corner. And he gets his first triple to fall. Besha tries to answer and does. Emmanuel Besha says, anything you can do, I can do better. And we're once again knotted up at 16. Davila for three. He gets it to go. Both teams going three-point happy so far in this one. Besha in the lane. Hangs in the air and banks it home. Emmanuel Besha pacing the Pistons well. Davila, heat check three. No. Dorsina the offensive rebound. Davila finds Huang. Great pass off the drive. And Huang finishes for two. He's got 3 points. Besha to Dos Reyes. Dos Reyes fights up a shot that is missed, and Huang comes away with the rebound. Here's Davila. Guarded by John Jacks. A deep three, no. Augustine trying to get the rebound. Sharing comes up with it. Saved by Huang. And here's Emmanuel Besha. Besha to Dos Reyes. On the break. Emmanuel Besha making things happen for the Pistons in transition and in the half court. And they certainly missed him last week against the Hawks. Dorsina off balance. Nearly got that one to go. And here's Tom Mukara. Nobody ahead of him. And he drops the fast break layup in for two. Back and forth we go. We've had a couple of lead changes in the first half so far. Jose Davila misses. He got it back. His three was halfway down. And Augustine last touched that ball to keep it Sonics ball. Stefan Nguyen will replace Javante Augustine, while Jonathan Caesar gets replaced for the Sonics by Wendy Pierre. Davila, another three, another three, that's halfway down. And Mukara going full head of steam. Sharing poked it loose. Davila to Dorsina, and he calmly finishes the basket. And Dorsina tries to steal that ball from Dos Reyes in a shove afterwards. And they come nose to nose, and a couple of players had to come in to separate the two of them. Jamil Dorsina and Jason Dos Reyes getting a little heated on that inbound play. And a double foul will be called. Each player is going to get called for the foul. No technicals. That's going to be Jason Dos Reyes and Jamil Dorsina, two of the better players on each team. And the referees have decided they're going to do a jump ball because they did get tangled up. Dos Reyes and Dorsina did get tangled up on that heated exchange. And this was after Dorsina was able to finish on the break. And Sharing and Mukara, it looks like, will be the players that will jump off for each of these teams. And the tip is won by the Sonics. Here comes Davila, goes by Nguyen. Finds Huang, unable to make it. He gets his own miss. Finds Davila in the corner. Back to Dorsina. A three moving to his right and a foul. As Dorsina hit the deck. Foul is going to be on Mukara. And Dorsina will shoot 3 free throws. Jamil Dorsina averaging 23 points a game. He's only played in 6 games, but he is the league's leading scorer on average. He's also a 48.1% free throw shooter, and he makes the first. 10th best in the league. Davila is 9th in the league at 49% from the free throw line. And Dorsina misses the second. He's got one more coming. And Dorsina makes 2 of 3. And the Pistons will call for time. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second. 25-22, Sonics by 3. Pistons ball down 3 in what has been a close game throughout. The Pistons coming into this game just 2-8, but you wouldn't know on how they're playing today as Besha's 3 gets blocked by Dorsina. He recovers to find Dos Reyes. And Dos Reyes flings that one up. Mukara gets the offensive board. He misses his putback shot. And Sharing comes away with the ball for the Sonics. In the game for the first time is Tenzin Shakya. as Davila's shot is no good. Mukara down the lane to Nguyen, and that ball ends up in the hands of Dorsina. Dorsina, full head of steam, has his shot blocked by John Jacks. A great rejection by Jamal Jean Jacks, triple J's for the Pistons. Davila hangs in the air, and his running bank shot misses. Mukara to Jamal Jean Jacks. Besha thought he got a foul. Dos Reyes did get fouled. Foul is going to be called on Tenzin Shakya, his first, with just under 3 minutes remaining in the opening half. And Jason Dos Reyes will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. And he misses the first. Once again, he's a 32.1% shooter from the free throw line entering this week. And he rattles home the second for the Pistons. Pistons 4-time champions, their first being in 1998, their most recent being in 2013. They won the title in 2003 and 2009 as well. Davila going up against Nguyen, and that time his right-handed runner falls. Sonics lead by 4. Besha, ball gets knocked out of bounds, stays Pistons ball. And Stefan Nguyen will inbound, gives it to Besha, who lost it. Mukara, he can't get his shot to go. Nguyen, Dos Reyes from deep, no. And the ball last touched by the Pistons. Sonics look to extend their 4-point lead. Davila splits the zone up top and misses that shot. Besha had the rebound. Dorsina took it back. He fires a three. Missed. And Besha gets the rebound, and then he got fouled. Foul is going to be called on the Sonics, number 18, Tenzin Sharing. And that will result in 1-and-1 free throws for Emmanuel Besha with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Sonics 27, Pistons 23. And Emmanuel Besha shooting 60.3% from the free throw line. He's the 6th best free throw shooter in the league. He's made 38 of his 63 free throw attempts on the season.
I didn't even know that stat.
And the first free throw missed. And a jump ball was called. So Besha and Davila will tip it off at the free throw line. Or excuse me, that is Dos Reyes who wins the tip. It ends up in the hands of the Sonics. Dorsina from mid-range. Besha rebounds. Weaving through defenders in transition as Besha will go right back to the free throw line. Foul is going to be on Sharing again. And Emmanuel Besha will go right back to the free throw line after missing one shot from there earlier. Besha has been to the free throw line more than any player in the league. And he misses the first again. Paul Huang replaces Sharing for the Sonics. 99 seconds left in the opening half as Besha misses again. Mukara tried to track down the offensive rebound, and it was knocked out of his hands by the Sonics. Dorsina nearly had a steal, but he couldn't keep himself in bounds. Pistons ball. And here comes Besha. The Pistons trying to get another bucket before the half. Nguyen, ball fake. Besha for three. No. Mukara tracks down the rebound. Mukara spins. Missed it. Trying to get his own rebound again and unable to do so. Here comes Davila. And he will go to the free throw line. Fouls on Steven Nguyen. So Jose Davila goes to the free throw line. He's a 49% shooter, and he makes the first. And he airballs the second. Right at about his average there. He is now 25 for 50 on the season, so he is exactly at 50% on the year now. Besha, that one rolls off the rim. Mukara with a strong offensive rebound. He has been active on the offensive glass tonight for the Pistons, with just under 50 seconds left in the first half. 1-and-1 free throws for Tao Mukara, who's an 11.1% free throw shooter. He's attempted 27 free throws, and he's made just 3. And Mukara misses. Dos Reyes tried to save it. Unsuccessful in doing so. And it's Sonics ball. Davila running up the court for the 5-time champs. Davila to Huang. His shot too strong. Offensive rebound by Shakya. And ends up in the hands of Besha. Here's Emmanuel Besha. The double clutches. And that ball rolls in for 2. Emmanuel Besha in transition. Makes this a 3-point game, and the Sonics will try to hold for one more shot. Jose Davila has it taken away from him by Besha. 6 seconds in the half. Besha for 3. It's good! And we are tied. An exciting first half, back and forth, so many lead changes, so many ties. We are deadlocked at 28 between the Sonics and Pistons as we go into the half. Emmanuel Besha, Jason Dos Reyes, those are the 2 names to watch. Besha in particular has been carrying the scoring load for the Pistons so far. On the other end for the Sonics, Dorsina, he's struggled to get going a little bit. Davila, though, Jose Davila has been very active. He's hit a couple of threes. He's drove to the lane a couple of times. He has played well. Both teams have had big plays on both sides. A huge 3 by Besha in the waning seconds is the reason we are tied. Second half coming up right after this. Big follower of this league. Big follower of this league.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Second half getting underway now with the score tied at 28 between the Pistons and the Sonics. Dorsina with the pass inside to Paul Huang with the first points of the game. He's got 5, had 3 in that first half. Here's Jason Dos Reyes. A 3 on the way from Emmanuel Besha, misses. Augustine, the offensive rebound, not able to get it to go. Besha with 20 of his team's 28 points in the first half, single-handedly keeping that team afloat. And loose ball, Davila escapes with it for the Sonics. Shouted by Jason Dos Reyes. He goes by him, flips up a shot in the lane, and he thought he got fouled. Here comes Besha. full head of steam, and he thought he got hit as well. Down the way, Davila. Interior pass to Dorsina, taken away by Besha. And here goes Emmanuel Besha again. He stops and missed it. And Dorsina clears. Dorsina. His floater short. Mukara to Dos Reyes. And an easy layup in transition for Jason Dos Reyes. He's got 7. Already above his average of 4.8 points per game. And a quick timeout. Less than 2 minutes in with the game tied at 30. Sonics call for time. And an inbound pass to Dorsina off the timeout is a missed 3. Mukara down the court to Dos Reyes, and he's unable to get his second bucket in transition. Here comes Davila, and he was looking for sharing, a miscommunication on that pass. And the ball goes back to the Pistons. Sharing intercepts that pass. Back to Dorsina. And Dorsina for 2. Jamil Dorsina had 9 points in that first half. He's got 11 now. Besha. Shuffle past to Augustine. Back to Besha. John Jackson the outside to Dos Reyes. Dos Reyes in trouble, and then awkward shot falls. Dorsina down the court, nobody was covering him. And Jamil has another 2. Give him 13 for the game. Besha, back iron, rebounded by Huang. Here's Davila, who splits 2 defenders right to the hole. Jose Davila, he had 14 points in the first half. Those are his first 2 of the second. Besha straight away 3, no. Mukara has been active on the offensive glass, and he will earn a trip to the free throw line. Ty Mukara has been active. That foul is going to be called on Tenzin Sharing. So Ty Mukara going to the free throw line. Again, just an 11.1% shooter, and he misses the first. And Mukara gets the bounce. So he splits the pair and makes this a 3-point game. Davila from deep. That is good. Jose Davila. Give him 19 for the game after that 3. As he has been the leading scorer for the Sonics. Besha, meanwhile, the leading scorer for the Pistons, misses. Mukara, another offensive rebound. No. Dos Reyes, his putback is blocked by Huang, but he gets fouled. Foul is going to be called on Davila. And Jason Dos Reyes with 7 points, will head to the free throw line. And he misses the first. As Tenzin Sharing leaves, Tenzin Shakya will enter. Sharing has 4 fouls. A big reason why they took him out is Dos Reyes hits the second. Davila, the runner, rattles out, but free throws coming. And that foul is going to go against Jason Dos Reyes. I said 13. I said 13. And in the game is Jonathan Caesar. That was 14? That foul actually called Javante Augustine, not Dos Reyes. And Davila knocks down the second. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. It's a 41-34 Sonics lead. Here's Dos Reyes, and he will earn a trip to the free throw line. It got fouled on the right forearm. Foul on Paul Huang. And Dos Reyes is back at the free throw line. Gets the friendly bounce. Just a reminder, this is game 2 of our triple header. Coming up next, we've got the Sixers and the Lakers. And Dos Reyes hits both. Tomorrow, right here at the Fairway School, the Sixers and the Bullets will be facing each other in the first of those 3 games. The Sonics then will battle the Kings, and the Lakers will be facing these very same Pistons. Dorsina lost it, regains it, and then misses as Mukara has been an animal on the glass for the Pistons tonight. Mukara to Dos Reyes. Mukara comes away with it. Gene Jackson the outside. Besha now to Dos Reyes. Dos Reyes moving to his right, misses. Augustine trying to get the rebound, unsuccessful in doing so. Dorsina down the court, misses the shot, and the ball gets tipped into the hands of Emmanuel Besha. And here goes Dos Reyes to Javante Augustine. Definitely contact, but no foul. Mukara misses, and Davila comes away with it. What a wild sequence. Davila, the Euro step, and the layup. What a move. Jose Davila. And the Sonics thought there should have been a foul as well. The whole gym had to ooh and ah for that, as a 3 the other way from Emmanuel Besha keeps the Pistons right in this one. Davila, that 3 is blocked. Augustine controls. Here's Besha. Slipped when he gave it up to Dos Reyes, but Dos Reyes still able to finish. And it's a 2-point game. The Sonics were starting to pull away, but a couple of big buckets from the Pistons have kept them right in this game. Caesar the drive to Huang, who's wide open. And a great play by Caesar and Huang. Huang with 7. He's only averaging 4.7 a game. That missed shot ends up in the hands of Dorsina. Dorsina, the foul. Foul is going to be on Emmanuel Besha. And Jamil Dorsina, the league's leading scorer, will go to the free throw line, where he's again a 48.1% shooter coming into this week. The 10th best mark in the league. And Dorsina, a couple of bounces, a dramatic miss there. Wendy Pierre returns for the Sonics. Tenzin Shakya will take a seat And Dorsina, an empty trip from the free throw line. Pistons ball after the miss with exactly 1 minute to play in the third quarter. The Sonics lead by 4. Besha in the lane. Back iron, no good. Augustine, the rebound. He didn't go right back up with it. Back out Dos Reyes for 3. It's missed. And Mukara took that rebound away from Dorsina. Dos Reyes finger roll missed it. And Javante Augustine finally finished it. Augustine only had 1 point in the first half. And he's got 3 now for the game. His first shot from the floor. Just a 2-point game. Davila, great entry pass to Huang. And he traveled. A great defensive stop from the Pistons. They're down 2. And they can hold for the final shot of the third quarter. And a miscommunication between Besha and John Jacks results in a turnover. Pierre got bumped. Dorsina on the right wing for 3. No! Pierre the rebound! And he got fouled. Foul is going to be called on Jean Jacks. 2.6 seconds left in the third. And Wendy Pierre, a 58.3% free throw shooter, is going to the free throw line. And Pierre misses the first. He's got 1 more coming. Nothing but nylon. He splits the pair. 2.6 seconds left. And a steal from Davila. And the final seconds tick away. And the end of the third quarter reads 46-43. Sonics by 3 entering quarter number 4. Fourth quarter underway here at the Fairway School. Game 2 of our triple header. As Emmanuel Besha starts the fourth quarter with a lost ball. Mukara grabbed the ball and the Pistons quickly call timeout. Just 11 seconds into the fourth quarter. Another break in the action. We'll be back shortly. Pistons calling a timeout just 11 seconds into the final quarter as Mukara backs down and gets the and one. Foul on Paul Huang. He backed Huang down and put it in. As Tom Mukara with an and one opportunity and a potential to tie this game. And wide right on that. Still a 1-point game. The 2-8 Pistons and the 9-1 Sonics battling it out here in the final quarter. And that shot is missed by Jose Davila, but he got fouled by Javante Augustine. So Davila will head to the free throw line. Again, a 49% free throw shooter entering this week. No good on the first. And nothing but Nile on the second. Davila splits the pair. It's a 2-point game. And now Besha controls for the Pistons. Besha came into this week averaging 15.7 points per game, and he has already eclipsed that. He had 20 in the first half alone. Down the court, here's Davila. His team leading by 2. Entry pass to Huang. Back out to Davila. His shot, front rim and missed. And fight for the loose ball. And some extracurricular activity as Tom Mukara got a little physical with Pierre there. Not the first time these two teams have gotten a little chippy. Jason Dos Reyes and Jamil Dorsina getting face-to-face earlier in the first half. Substitution coming in. Tenzin Sharing replaces Jonathan Caesar. And Wendy Pierre and Tom Mukara will jump off. And miscommunication right now going on between the referees and the players about where each player is standing. And the ball ends up in Besha's hands. Pistons get the stop, and they're down 2. Pierre swiping at the ball against Besha. Besha, miscommunication with John Jacks, and Dorsina is able to save that ball. And that shot is missed by Davila as he was trying to push it in transition. They had a 2-on-1 advantage, and they still were not able to score. As Mukara gives it to John Jacks, a dangerous pass. Good ball fake from John Jacks, and the floater is good. Triple J in as Davila gets fouled in the lane. And Davila gets fouled. That's going to be on Javante Augustine. That's 2 fouls. Excuse me, it's 2 shots coming for Davila.
Kenny, what's that? Kenny.
This game is tied at 47 with one of the top free throw shooters in the league at the line. And Davila is good on that one. Wendy Pierre takes a seat for the Sonics as Tenzin Shakya replaces him. And both free throws go down for Jose Davila. 49-47. And here's Dos Reyes. His shot is missed. Augustine tried to get it back. Ends up in the hands of Dos Reyes. And the game is tied again at 49. Davila lost it in the corner. And a turnover. The Pistons, they got a shot to take the lead late here in the fourth. Besha with some pressure in the backcourt. Nearly threw it away. Augustine tracks that ball down. Besha got hit. No foul. They said it was blocked. Last touch by the Sonics. It will stay Pistons ball. Mukaro will inbound. Dos Reyes thought about three. Now the floater. Missed it. Got it back. Missed it again. And Sharing comes away with it for the Sonics. Dos Reyes had multiple opportunities there and unable to get any of them to drop. Davila hangs in the air to Sharing. Puts it back in. And that gives the Sonics the lead as we approach the final 4 minutes. 51-49. Besha. Double comes. Gives it to Dos Reyes. Catch and shoot three. The bottom. Jason Dos Reyes has given the Pistons a 1-point lead off the assist from Emmanuel Besha. And the Pistons retake the lead. Dorsina on the outside. Mukara on him. In the corner now. And he got fouled. Ta Mukara. In the game now, Jonathan Caesar as he replaces Paul Huang. Sharing will inbound.
Up on it. Looking for the three. Looking for the three.
Davila will run some clock. Dos Reyes screen him. Davila misses a three. Dorsina skied for the rebound. And he was undercut by Makara underneath for the foul. And Jamil Dorsina gets called for the foul. And they're calling a foul on Mukara, and that is the game for him. That's his fifth. And Stefan Nguyen will come in to replace him for the Pistons with 3:15 to go, and Jamil Dorsina will get 1-and-1 free throws. And Paul Huang will re-enter for the Sonics. Tenzin Shakya gets replaced. He heads back to the bench. Dorsina, the first of a 1-and-1. Good on the first. That ties this game at 52. And he hits both. Two clutch free throws from Jamil Dorsina. And the Sonics go back on top, 53-52. Here's Emmanuel Besha. Rebound leaks out to Davila. And he glides all the way to the basket, takes it coast to coast. And it's a 3-point lead now. Here's Besha, who escapes into the lane, and he finishes. It's a 1-point game again. Davila has the ball stripped. Ends up in the hands of Sharing. He backs down Dos Reyes. And he scores for two. 57-54. Jamal Jean Jacks backs up to Dos Reyes. Besha. He gets bumped, and he gets fouled. Foul is going to be on Jamil Dorsina. 2:08 remaining in this one. as Emmanuel Besha, a 60.3% free throw shooter, the 6th best mark in the league, coming into this week at the free throw line for 2 huge free throws. And he cans the first. One more coming for Besha. Good on the second. 2 big free throws from the Pistons' top scorer. It is a 1-point game. Here's Davila. In trouble. He escapes, and he somehow got it to go. Jose Davila. How in the world did he get out of that pack? He had 4 Pistons around him, and using his pivot foot, he was able to get around. He got fouled by Besha, and now is a chance to make this a 4-point game with 2 minutes to go. Free throw is good from Davila, 60-56. It's been a close game throughout. A big possession for the Pistons, Besha, and he got fouled by Dorsina. Excuse me, they're going to call that on Jonathan Caesar on the Sonics. And Besha is going right back to the free throw line. Besha good on the first. Cool, calm, and collected. There are 3 words that describe Emmanuel Besha right now. And another one goes down. It's a 2-point game. Where would the Pistons be today without Emmanuel Besha? And here's Davila going right at Augustine. And the Pistons were looking for an up and down. No call. Sharon comes away with it and gets the putback. A 4-point game. Here's Besha again. He banks it in. Emmanuel Besha answering every time for the Pistons.
Let's go. Turnover.
And here's Davila. Jamal John Jacks. He drives, and he got fouled. Javante Augustine whistled for the personal. 1:12 remaining. Jose Davila with 2 more free throws. And the Sonics lead by 2. And Davila good on the first to make it a 3-point game. And another big one from Davila. It's once again a 4-point game. Pistons running out of time. And here comes Besha. Guarded by Davila. Dorsina brings the double. Dos Reyes, Nguyen on the baseline. No. Javante Augustine misses the putback. Trying to track it down, and he last touched out of bounds. A big defensive stop for the Sonics. And the Sonics will try to use some clock. Here's Davila. Great pass, finding Sharing backdoor, and it's a 6-point game. Here's Besha, steps into a 3. No. Augustine knocked it out. And it looks like the Sonics are going to pull away with this one. The Pistons have been hanging around the whole game, even taking the lead a couple of times. Davila, step back 3. No. Dorsina, the offensive rebound. He can't hit the putback. Here comes Besha the other way to Dos Reyes. And he scores, but too little, too late. And this ball game is over. Final score of this one, 66-62. The Sonics improved to 10-1. Incredible regular season. It's just continuing on for the Sonics. Meanwhile, the Pistons, they stay in the basement at 2-9 now. It was a back-and-forth game throughout. Emmanuel Besha put the entire team on his back. Augustine had some nice plays in the second half, but the story, Jose, I mean, he had an incredible half. He had an incredible game. The Sonics consistently scoring throughout the entire game. Not enough on the Pistons' end, not enough help for Emmanuel Besha. We got one more game coming. We have the Sixers and the Lakers. Stick around for the MNBL.